Alright. Hey, can we unplug the phone?
Scheming for days. Need to get some money, yeah, I need to get paid, but we can't rush it. That's how.
Alright, what's up everybody? We're here, we're gonna do a fasting FAQ. I'm getting lots of questions from you guys lately, which is awesome. Keep them coming. So let's go ahead and let's just jump right in. First one, super simple. What can I and can I not eat during a fast? It's really simple. Just don't eat anything. Do not eat a single thing. Don't nibble on anything. Even if you think it's low calorie, like celery, vegetables, it doesn't matter. There's some theories that like if you keep it under 50 calories, it technically doesn't break your fast. But that's like besides the point, because the whole point is you're pushing yourself, you're challenging yourself, you don't want to eat anything, right? Like a lot of people, if they even have a nibble on something, it'll send them down a spiral. They'll just want to cheat and break their fast early. So to keep it simple, just don't eat. Next question I get a lot is what can I then drink or not drink on a fast? Again, it's pretty simple here, but it depends on how long you're fasting. So if you're following the 16-8 protocol, where you don't eat for 16 hours and you eat for 8, you can pretty much drink water, coffee, maybe a diet soda, maybe tea, but you know, if you can keep it simple, just drink water. It's better for you anyways, it's gonna hydrate you. And then the longer you go, the more selective you wanna be about what you're drinking. What I actually drink is just seltzer water. It's got no calories, it's got nothing, it's just carbonated water. And that helps me a lot because when I start to get hungry is usually when I like to drink those. It gives you those bubbles, kind of helps you feel full. But again, it has no calories. It's literally just naturally flavored water. Polar is the brand that I like. You can drink bubbly. There's a million different kinds nowadays. So that's a good option. But again, you don't want to drink too much of that. So there's a specific saltwater drink that I make if I'm doing like a 72-hour fast or a 48-hour fast. And I know I'm going to be working out. Because you need those extra electrolytes. I can make a separate video on that later. So just remember, if you're doing a 72-hour fast, salt water, occasional seltzer, but you're not gonna wanna drink too much of that. So another kind of do and don't is to avoid nicotine products if you're doing a longer fast, like a 48 or 72. So I'm pretty bad about Zyn. Do not use nicotine if you can help it when you're fasting for 48 hours or longer. It'll make you feel sick. It'll go right into your bloodstream. You'll get the spins and you'll feel awful. So that's another great part about fasting is it pushes you to break some of those bad habits. Definitely take advantage of fasting and the challenge of fasting. Try to cut some of those bad habits out while you're at it. You're gonna wanna try to avoid caffeine as well. I know I'm pretty bad about that, but if you're doing a 72-hour fast and you haven't eaten in a day or two, you're gonna feel awful if you're drinking coffee and it's been 2 days since you've eaten. It's gonna dehydrate you, which means you're gonna lose electrolytes, and you're just gonna feel terrible. So really try to avoid caffeine if possible. That's why I said if you're doing one of those longer fasts, you're definitely gonna wanna stick to water or seltzer water. So we've covered what you should eat, which is nothing. We've covered what you should drink, which is pretty much water, seltzer water, or if you're doing a longer fast, then salt water. Another question that I get a lot is, can I work out when I'm fasting? The answer is yes, but you want to always listen to your body first. So if you're not feeling good, let's say it's a 48-hour fast or a 72-hour fast, and you're feeling really depleted, you probably shouldn't work out, right? So you always want to listen to your body first. With that being said, fasting is challenging, so you want to challenge yourself. So if you feel okay and you're feeling up to it, you should push yourself. Another option is that you just shorten your workouts because then you're at least getting the benefit of still working out, you're pushing your body, but again, always be safe, listen to your body first. Now, if you're doing a longer fast, like a 72 or a 96-hour fast, you're definitely gonna wanna be more hesitant on that third or fourth day. I personally know that I feel pretty taxed at the end of that 72-hour. I'm feeling like I just wanna sit on the couch, kind of lethargic. But, you know, I could definitely push myself. So again, listen to your body. You're gonna wanna experiment, find out what works best for you, because if you run every day and that's your type of exercise, that's a lot different than if you're weightlifting, right? Do it safely, push yourself, but always listen to your body. The next question is, how do I start fasting? I've never done it before, I'm worried. How do I get into it? My best advice is start slow. I started for probably 2 years on the 16-8 eating schedule, and that's how I got into fasting. I realized it worked for a while, but I felt like I needed more, so I started experimenting with longer fasts. Start slow, start with 16-8 protocol, go on to a 24-hour fast. When you feel comfortable with the 24-hour fast, move to a 48, and then eventually a 72, and push yourself as long as you think you can go. It's really, though, as simple as you just stop eating, but it sounds scary, so I get it. Push yourself, start slow, build up. So another question I get is, how often should I fast? It depends on your goals. Are you trying to put on muscle? Are you just trying to lose some extra weight? Think of it from a calorie perspective. When you're fasting, you're not consuming any calories, so you're using your body fat as fuel. You're gonna lose weight because you're gonna be in a calorie deficit. So if you're trying to gain weight, put on muscle, you're gonna wanna fast less often. But if you're trying to lose weight, you're gonna wanna fast for longer and fast more often. I'd be super happy to talk with any of you guys about that, but it really is as simple as, if you want to lose weight, you're gonna wanna fast for longer and more often, versus if you're trying to gain weight, you're not gonna wanna fast as often. If you think about, your body fat is your body's fuel, so the more body fat you have, the more fuel your body has, so the longer you can go. So at that point, it really becomes a mental game. How long can you go? How long can you push yourself before you refeed and have another meal? So something else I want to talk about is how you should eat when you're not fasting. So again, it depends on your goals, but you want to be smart. If you fast to lose weight, so you're trying to lose weight, that's your goal, but then when you're not fasting, you're eating terrible food, 5,000 calories a day, Twinkies, pizza, you're still going to gain weight. Fasting is a tool, and that'll help for some of it, but you also have to have a diet and exercise plan that goes along with fasting. Next question I get a lot is, how do I break my fast? First, it depends on how long you've been fasting. If you're following a 16-8 protocol compared to a 72-hour, things are going to be different. In general, you're going to want to break your fast slowly to make sure that you don't get a stomach ache, but again, you want to listen to your body. If you feel good with the first thing you eat, go ahead and just eat your meal. But again, this goes back to, you have to stick to a diet and exercise plan, because if you break your fast with ice cream and pizza, you're pretty much going to undo all that progress of fasting. So think about, if you're trying to lose weight, break your fast with a nice healthy meal. Whatever it is you like to cook, something high in protein, vegetables. I always start off with broccoli. I think it's great to start with some kind of dark green vegetable that has lots of fiber. The fiber is going to help slow down digestion so that you don't have a huge spike in blood sugar after you've been fasting for like 48 hours. So another question I get is, should I have a cheat day? If so, how often? And again, it all goes back to your own personal goals. Personally, Alex and I take about 2 cheat days a week, and we're smart about it. So we think about what we're really craving that week. So maybe it's pasta, maybe it's pizza, and we really try to limit it to one really bad meal a day. So let's say that's pasta on Saturday. So we'll eat a healthy meal in the morning, Saturday morning, and then maybe Saturday night we'll have pasta. And then Sunday, let's say we want donuts, we'll have donuts, but then we'll try to have a healthy dinner. So we try to balance it out and not just go crazy, because again, if we go crazy and we just eat 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 calories on our cheat day, it's going to undo the 72 hours of fasting we did earlier in the week. So we try to really think about what we're craving and just eat that, and otherwise keep our cheat meals kind of contained. However, if you know that you have a tendency to binge eat, especially after fasting, you might want to try to just not have a cheat day. Again, it depends on your goals. You got to learn your personality. You have to know your habits, your bad habits. If you know that once you start eating bad, you can't stop, then you're probably not going to want to take a cheat day, or rather, don't take a cheat day as often. So let's say you do a cheat day every 2 weeks instead of every week. So going on with cheat days and fasting, you have to realize that this is supposed to be a lifestyle. Fasting isn't a diet, it's a way of life, it's a way of eating, changing your relationship with food. If having one cheat day a week helps you do this long term, that's important. The goal here is to do this long term, change your relationship with food, change how you eat, stop overeating if that's your problem. So you want to do what works best for you. So if that means 1-2 cheat days a week and you're still reaching your goals, that's fine. This isn't a diet, this is a lifestyle. Another concern I get and that I hear from people who haven't tried fasting before is they worry that it's just starving yourself. I get all the calories, all the micronutrients I need when I'm not fasting because I'm smart about it. I make sure on the days when I'm not fasting that I eat enough. I'm not starving myself, I'm building muscle, I'm reaching my goals, losing weight. It's pushing your boundaries, it's changing your relationship with food, your understanding of food, your understanding of your own body. I fast because I love the way that fasting makes me feel mentally, physically. It helps reset my digestive system, it gives my digestive system a break, and that's why I fast. You have to realize that humans were built to fast. Our ancestors obviously fasted. They didn't eat 3 meals a day. We weren't meant to eat 3 meals a day. There's more and more research coming out every single day that fasting is healthy. We were meant to fast. Our bodies can handle it just fine. Our bodies are strong. I'm not starving. You're not going to starve. Are you going to get hungry? Yes. If you fast for 48 plus hours, you start to experience hunger. You just have to make sure, again, on the days that you're not fasting, that you're following a diet plan that helps you reach your goals. I challenge you to try fasting. I think it's fantastic, but as always, I say listen to your body first and foremost. So another question I get is when should I start or break my fast? So it depends on your goals and how you feel when you do break your fast. So I found that breaking my fast at nighttime made it hard for me to sleep, having a full stomach. I just could not fall asleep. I could not stay asleep, got terrible rest when I ate at nighttime. So I eat in the morning time, usually from like 10:30, 11 to 12, 12:30. And that's when I feel best breaking my fast and eating. But again, I've been experimenting with this for years. So it's going to be different for everybody. Some people can eat a large meal at nighttime, feel totally fine, sleep like a baby. I can't. I already struggle with insomnia enough. So again, experiment, listen to your body. It's going to be different for everybody. All right, that wraps up today's video. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and comment or send me a message. I love talking about fasting, obviously. So if you have any questions, hit me up. That's it for now.